In the beginner's method, you solve the first then second layer, which is rather slow. So in this video, I show you how to solve your first two layers at the same time, like what I'm doing right now, coming up. What's up, cubers? I'm Matey the Speedcuber, and you're watching my 3x3 training series. In this series, you will learn the best speed solving techniques from averaging 15 minutes to a hold down sub 10 seconds. Videos from this series will come every other day, like any other video from Matey the Speedcuber. But if you're new, consider subscribing. Solving the first two layers at the same time goes a little like this. You first make the cross. This in my case was relatively easy. You find a corner edge pair. So these two are a corner edge pair because they go together. So if I was to insert this, I would have to insert this as well, and then that's in the beginner's method. But in F2L, in a way, you pair this up in a pair like this and then insert it to its place. So technically building your first and second layers simultaneously / the same time. That case that I just did right there was one of many F2L cases. I am gonna showing you the basic F2L cases. So I've got my cross done and I'm looking for a corner edge pair, so it's this. So what I'm gonna do right now is bring them both to the top layer because one of the pieces not on the top layer, so like this. If they're together like this, you don't want that. You want them to be split apart. So split them apart, just hide the corner, bring the edge over and bring it up. You have one of 4 cases. You actually just need to learn 2 cases because the other 2 are just mirrors of the cases that you're going to learn. But if you want to look at the colors at the top, if they're different, you want to find where this is. If the top are the same, don't worry. I'll teach that next. So you want to find where this pair goes. So in this case, this pair is a red and green and white. So here's red, green, white. And what we do here is, if you can see, if we lift this up, this can pair here and across and down. You can also have this case where they're paired like this, and you can do RU R prime to do this. Or you can do RU R prime U prime if that's in your muscle memory. Just one extra move, and you just need to remember to just not do the last move because that is unnecessary. Some troubleshooting cases are if the case is like this, where it's not quite enough that you can do RU R prime or L prime UL to do it. So what you basically do is you just hide the corner, bring the edge here, bring it up. And if this was a real speed solve, I would do this, cancel into it. So that's basically R prime U R2 U R prime. But basically it's R prime U R and then another, and then you have this case. So R U R prime. And if you want to know the vice versa case when this this edge is over here, so do L U prime L prime and then do L prime U prime L. But what if I bring it to the top and they're the same? Well, that's fine. They're the same case. The concept will work either way. So if it's like this or like this. So the concept for this is basically you want to put since they're the same color, you want to put your edge here because that's the same color and that'll make an F2L pair. So what you're basically going to do is lift this down and put the edge wherever this is on the cube here. So R prime, do this, and then U2, R. If it's here, you just bring it, because it might be the mirror, so really don't want to use algorithms, but if it's on the right side case, it's R prime U2 R, and if it's here, it's like this. If it's like this, you just R prime U prime R, and then here, you're going to just insert it. And you can insert it a couple of ways. So if it's like this on the left, you can do L prime, U prime, L prime, UL, and then that's solved. But if you get the case on the right like this, you can do U, R, U prime, R prime, And look at how I execute this. It's here, and then I hide the corner, bring the edge here, and rotate, and then there. As you can see, this case was the simpler of the two. But there's also troubleshooting for this. So in this case, we would hide the corner, bring it over, but this got kicked out of its place. So to solve that, you can see here that we're bringing up a solved slot. So so you may just solve the last one beginner's method, but that's not the most efficient way. To bypass that, you just want to be lifting up the unsolved pair here. So that if you just basically just do L U2 L prime here, where the unsolved pair is, it won't mess anything up, and you can insert it like that. You'd probably be inserting it like that, but inserting it to the back, that's a good habit in getting into, but that's another video. If you're confused what to do in this case, so basically here, and then you insert this, then like this. If you just insert this, and then you have a different case. If something's already in the slot and it's wrong, just solve, take it out, and then just put it in. But you may come up to me and say, but AT, the Speedcuber, what if white is facing up? Okay, well, don't worry, I have a solution to that too. You're basically just gonna do R, U2, R prime on any case you have, and then if this gets knocked up to the bottom layer, that's fine. Just take it out, and then it turns into another case. In a case like this, you would do R, U2, R prime, and then it sets up for that. So those are the beginner F2L cases, so I recommend just doing F2L over and over again. If you need to, watch this video over and over and over again, so you can learn it and have a more efficient first two layers. So that's all for today's tutorial. Click here for the playlist link, click here for another video from AT the Speedcuber, click here to subscribe. This series is aiming to educate you all about the 3x3 and how to get faster and be a better Speedcuber. Thanks for watching.